A 16-year-old girl sits paralyzed in her wheelchair, silent for 6 months since the accident. A janitor in worn coveralls extends his hands. "Would you honor me with a dance?" Her CEO mother watches, breathless, as her daughter's fingers move. Then tears. Then impossibly, Lily speaks. "My legs." Before we dive in, comment where in the world you are watching from, and don't forget to click subscribe. Marcus Coleman pushed his cleaning cart through the gleaming halls of Hartley Industries, the squeak of its wheels echoing in the after-hours silence. Through the conference room windows, he spotted them again. Victoria Hartley, the company's formidable CEO, knelt beside a wheelchair, where her daughter Lily sat motionless, staring at nothing. The girl couldn't have been more than 16, her legs covered by an expensive blanket, her beautiful face void of expression. Marcus had seen them here every Tuesday evening for 3 months, always the same routine. Victoria would talk softly while Lily remained unresponsive, trapped in whatever prison her paralysis had created. Tonight was different. Music drifted from Victoria's phone, a slow waltz that made Marcus pause. "Please, Lily, just look at me. Say something. Anything." The mother's desperate plea carried through the glass. Marcus knew he should keep moving, but his own daughter Emma, waiting at home, had taught him that sometimes rules needed breaking. He knocked gently. Victoria looked up, quickly wiping tears. "Oh, Marcus, I didn't realize anyone was still here." "Just finishing my rounds," Marcus said, noticing how Lily's eyes shifted slightly toward his voice. "I couldn't help but hear the music." "It's beautiful." Victoria's laugh was bitter. It was Lily's favorite. She was training for the state ballet championship when the accident happened, 6 months ago. Spinal injury, complete paralysis from the waist down. But worse, she hasn't spoken since. Marcus studied the girl, recognizing something in her stillness that reminded him of Emma after her mother died. "Would it be all right if I asked Lily for a dance?" Victoria's eyes widened. "She can't walk." "I know," Marcus replied, already moving toward the wheelchair. "But dancing isn't just about legs, it's about connection." He knelt before Lily, meeting her vacant gaze. "Miss Lily, I'm Marcus. I clean your mom's office. My daughter Emma loves to dance, too. She dances in her chair sometimes when her arthritis is bad. Would you honor me with a dance?" For the first time in months, Lily's eyes focused on another person. Marcus extended his hands, palms up, an invitation without pressure. Slowly, so slowly, Victoria held her breath. Lily lifted her hands and placed them in Marcus's. He stood carefully, keeping their hands connected, and began to sway gently to the music. Lily's upper body moved with him, finding rhythm she'd known before. "Your mom told me you were training for state," Marcus said conversationally. "Emma watches ballet videos constantly. She says dancers tell stories without words. What story does this music tell you?" Lily's lips parted slightly, though no sound emerged. Marcus continued swaying, patient as morning. "It sounds like a conversation to me. Two people who've been apart, finding each other again." Victoria watched transfixed as her daughter's rigid posture began to soften. Lily's hands gripped Marcus's more firmly, and incredibly, she began to lead the movement, her trained upper body remembering the music's flow. "You know," Marcus continued, "Emma says dancing is just moving your joy around. After her mom died, she couldn't walk for weeks. Her grief was so heavy. But she could move her arms, so we danced with just our hands at first. Eventually, her legs remembered how to carry joy again, but the dancing had already come back." A tear rolled down Lily's cheek. The song ended, but Marcus didn't let go. Another started, something slower. Lily's shoulders began to shake. Then, for the first time in 6 months, she made a sound. A sob, raw and broken. "My legs," she whispered, words scratchy from disuse. "My stupid legs ruined everything." "No," Marcus said firmly. "Your legs are injured. You are not ruined. You're a dancer who needs to find new ways to dance. Emma has 43 different chair dances now. You have arms that remember every position, a neck that knows grace." Lily looked at her mother then, really looked at her. "Mom?" she breathed. "I'm sorry. For disappearing even when you were right there." Victoria collapsed beside the wheelchair, pulling her daughter close. Marcus began to withdraw, but Lily caught his hand. "Please don't go. Tell me more about Emma's dances." So Marcus sat on the expensive carpet and told stories. About 8-year-old Emma, who turned physical therapy into performances. About the Saturday they'd entered a talent show, him standing, her in her chair, their movements mirrors of each other. Victoria listened, her CEO armor abandoned. "When was Emma's mother's death?" 3 years ago, Marcus replied. "Cancer." Emma was 5. She blamed herself somehow. Took months of therapy and dancing to convince her that love doesn't prevent loss. "How did you manage?" Victoria asked. "You don't manage, you just keep moving, one dance at a time. Emma and I dance together every morning, even just 30 seconds while coffee brews. It reminds us we're still here, still connected." Lily had been silent, processing. "Would Emma teach me some chair dances?" Marcus's face lit up. "She would love that. She's been asking for a dance friend." "Saturday? This Saturday?" Lily asked, and for the first time in months, there was hope in her voice. Marcus looked at Victoria, who nodded eagerly. "Saturday it is, but Emma insists on tutus." Lily smiled. "I have a closet full." Saturday arrived gray and drizzling, but Emma had been awake since dawn, arranging tutus. "Dad, what if she doesn't like my dances? Remember what you told me?" Marcus asked. "Dancing kept Mom close? Lily needs to find her way to keep dancing close." When Victoria's Tesla arrived and Lily's wheelchair emerged, Emma immediately rolled her walker to meet her. "I like your purple chair. Mom let me decorate it this week," Lily said. "First time I've wanted to." "We could match," Emma exclaimed. "I have purple ribbons." Within minutes, the girls were in Emma's room, Lily watching as Emma demonstrated her moves. Victoria and Marcus sat with coffee, listening to their daughter's laughter. "I haven't heard her laugh in 6 months, Victoria said quietly. "Nothing worked until you." "Not me," Marcus said. The girls. They recognized something in each other. "You're not what I expected from a janitor," Victoria admitted. "You're not what I expected from a CEO," Marcus replied. A shriek of laughter interrupted them. The girls appeared, both in tutus and ribbon crowns. "We're ready to perform," Emma announced. "We choreographed a duet called The Sitting Swans." The 2 girls moved in perfect synchronization, upper bodies flowing through ballet positions, while their chair and walker became part of the dance. Lily's professional training showed in her precise arms, while Emma's creative adaptations added unexpected flair. They told a story without words, 2 swans who couldn't fly but found beauty in their grounded dance. Victoria was crying openly. Marcus felt his own eyes burn. "Mom's watching," Emma told Lily. "She watches all my dances." "Maybe your legs are watching too. Not gone, just watching." Lily reached for Emma's hand. "Maybe they are." "Will you teach me the rainbow dance?" As the girls retreated to plan, Victoria turned to Marcus. "I want to offer you a position. Director of Facilities, day shift, better benefits, tuition assistance for Emma." Marcus blinked. "Because I danced with your daughter?" "Because you saw her when I couldn't," Victoria said. "Because you knew healing isn't about fixing what's broken, but finding new ways to be whole. That's the vision I need. And selfishly, I want our daughters to keep dancing together." Marcus looked toward Emma's room. "I accept. But I keep my Tuesday evening cleaning shift." "Why?" Victoria asked. "Because that's when you and Lily come. Sometimes the most important work happens after hours." 6 months later, the Hartley Industries Gala featured an unexpected performance. Lily Hartley and Emma Coleman, in matching sparkly tutus, performed The Sitting Swans. The audience of executives sat transfixed, as 2 girls, one in a wheelchair, one with a walker, proved dance was never about legs, but about courage to move when the world expected stillness. Victoria stood beside Marcus at the back, both in formal attire, both in tears. "Thank you," she whispered, "for seeing her, for seeing me." "Thank Emma," Marcus replied. "She taught me that even when you can't walk, you can still dance." As their daughters took their bows to thunderous applause, Marcus thought about that Tuesday night when he'd chosen to knock instead of walking by. Sometimes the smallest gestures, a dance with no steps, could crack open the prisons we build around pain and let music back in. Sometimes, two single parents helping their daughters heal could find their own unexpected rhythm in the process, discovering that grace isn't about perfect bodies, but about the courage to keep moving when everything in you wants to stop. The dance continues, different than before but beautiful in its adaptation, proof that love enters quietly through patient swaying, through stories shared on carpet, through tutus worn by girls who refuse to let their bodies define their capacity for joy. And in that Tuesday evening choice, a janitor's knock became the first note in a song that would teach them all that healing often wears overalls and knows that after hours is when real magic happens. Marcus would clean those same halls for years to come, but Tuesday evenings transformed from routine maintenance into something sacred. Victoria learned that vulnerability could be strength, that a janitor's wisdom surpassed any boardroom strategy. Their daughters proved that limitation was just invitation to reimagine what dance could be, teaching the world that ballet positions work as beautifully when performed from wheelchairs and walkers. Love had entered not with fanfare, but with squeaking wheels and gentle swaying, with a father's courage to interrupt a CEO's tears, with faith that dancing transcends working legs and finds true expression so.